is happening at a private entity, which is a consulting firm and their directors or whatever. It's not a party headquarters. So how can you accuse the ED of interfering with political election strategy and election list? How can you accuse? What is the evidence that you have?
Navika ji, but tell me something. You are saying private entity. Nalin ji is saying party office. Suvendu Adhikari is saying party office. Another media channel is saying private office.
मुझे नहीं पता. But as far as I know, I-PAC is registered as a consulting firm. Am I right or wrong, Anand Ranganathan? Why should I, politically, in their political rhetoric, who says what is not my responsibility? I-PAC is a private entity.
Navika, this is very... Please, Tausif bhai, you were never like this. Please. I waited, I listened to your arguments. Please, thank you. Yeah. Navika, रहमान तौसीफ की दी गई आर्ग्यूमेंट्स बड़ी इर्रेशनल होती हैं. अब मैं आपको बताता हूं क्या कह रहे हैं ये. It is a private entity, part of a multi-thousand crore coal scam that has plagued West Bengal on...
No, this is not done. And other... Anand ji, this is not. No, this is not. No.
There is an accusation. There is an accusation on which investigation is going on. So please, it is at the moment only a charge which has not been proved. So Anand Ranganathan, maybe we should just be factual.
No, I'm saying the investigations are happening directed by the court. More than 100 raids have happened. This is part of that. Now, I'm factually being right. And secondly, now to come back to Tausif, please challenge me on this fact. And I know you're a fan of me because I give facts. No, that was on a lighter note. The ED conviction rate on PMLA cases that have been finally decided by the judiciary is 94%. It is not ED's fault that 5,800 cases are now in the directive of the court. You can't say that ED is to blame if court has not yet adjudicated on it. The point is, please, 1 second. Please, 1 second. Yeah, let me finish, Tausif. The point I'm making is that in whatever cases the court has finally adjudicated on, the conviction rate is 94%. Are you going to say you are right now? Apologize, please.
Well. No, for me, the point right now in this debate is, are chief ministers above the law? I just want to ask that question. And Sanjay Jha, I want to ask. Tausif bhai, I'll come to you. Sanjay Jha, moot point, let's come back. Allegations, investigations, all of that is there, will have to be fought and proved in courts. I understand all that. Whether the ED is politically motivated or not is not the question. The fact is that if you think it is doing something wrong, there are the courts of the land where you have to take your issue. That's how a country which is not a banana republic will operate. Everybody is governed by certain laws. The law of the land can only be questioned in the courts. Or can a chief minister just walk in and do whatever she feels like? In which case, मुझे भी वो right दे दो, मुझे भी चाहिए भाई. I also want to do it, and so do 140 crore Indians. Because we are all equal. We are all equal. Just because somebody is a chief minister or a minister or a prime minister or a home minister, the law is not different for them. So please, can we all from tomorrow run wherever we want to run, do whatever we want to do, take evidence, walk out, do what we please? Is that how things should happen in India?
Navika, I'm very glad you mentioned the law of the land. Absolutely right. If the political advisor to the TMC is deemed for money laundering, go and investigate them. Feel free. But I have a problem with the Narendra Modi government.
That we know.
India's biggest industrialist, Gautam Adani, has been given summons by the US government, by the Department of Justice, several months ago, 6-7 times. Narendra Modi's government doesn't believe the rule of law applies to Mr. Adani because they have not even served the summons because it's going to happen through the government. They haven't done it all this time. There is a rule of law. Guess what the allegation against Mr. Adani's group is? That they have done bribes to win contracts. Mr. Modi's government doesn't believe that that is a matter of great and serious public interest. That is the problem with the BJP government. It's duplicitous, it's fraudulent, it is politically motivated. Let me quote to you the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of India. I'm not going to quote the Congress or the TMC. Chief Justice B.R. Gavai is on record to say that the agency is being deployed for political conflicts, suggesting that political battles are now being fought not before the electorate, but and not even in the court. They should be fought in the public court, but they are being dragged deliberately into a political slugfest. That today the ED has become a stooge of the BJP is being said by the Supreme Court of India. It goes on to add, the court indicated it would be forced to make harsh comments on the ED about the agency and the pattern of allegedly politically motivated actions that they have continued to do. This is the shame of the institutions of India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Okay.
That is the tragedy of our democracy.
Okay, I heard your critique of the Narendra Modi government. I've heard. Now, will you say something about the behavior of the Chief Minister of Bengal? What you said about Modi, well, Nalin Kohli will respond to that. मुझे बता दीजिए, बंगाल में जो आज हुआ, क्या वो सही है? Is that right?
Well, let me tell you one thing, Navika. If in broad daylight, a sitting chief minister fighting an election of her life, because we know that the BJP is a Sam Dan hate political party that has no principles, no ethics, no integrity at all, is using the ED once again, which is not a unknown beast, right?
So are you justifying Mamata Banerjee breaking the law? Are you justifying Mamata Banerjee breaking the law?
Well, let me reverse the question. Why
No.
doesn't the BJP take Mamata Banerjee to court?
They have. The ED has taken her to court. The matter
Let
is
it
gone.
take- let the law take its
Mamata
course.
Banerjee and TMC did not take the ED to court. It is the ED that has taken the government to court.
Let's see.
I am only asking, and that is where I feel you talk about ethics and morality of the BJP. Where are your ethics and morality? Or is hamam mein sab nange, so everything is okay? Nalin Kohli, please respond.
Navika, you have got a draconian government, a fascist
No, I
government.
think there's a larger
I'm
question
sorry,
here, Navika ji.
how
One
does
minute.
the opposition
Sanjay ji, we
distinguish
heard you.
itself?
Sanjay ji, we heard you. So I have a couple of things to say. First, in fairness to the Congress party, they don't exist in Bengal. So actually they have no stake there. That's why it is all this, bluster and, sound and fury on television. On the ground there, they don't matter. So therefore they have to finally somehow defend Mamta ji, because even for that 1 or 2 seats that they get in the Lok Sabha, which is what they were offered, that also they won't get there. So this is really about political expediency. It has nothing to do with principles, and certainly not the Congress party to lecture on principles. We don't need that. The larger question is what you asked. Does a chief minister have a right to do what she did? Let's take this right that she has exercised today of walking into an investigation, forcing her way there, or barging into an investigation, forcing her way there, snatching out what is part of the investigation, which is material that could be incriminating, perhaps against her, which is what the presumption now would be. The same as, suppose now tomorrow she doesn't like a court or a judge who may be passing a judgment against the Trinamool. Does that give her the right to walk into the court and then literally snatch the judgment out of the judge's hand and say, I'm going to do this, and then call a public movement that she's saving democracy? Where is this going to end? I mean, this is unprecedented. I don't think we have seen this ever in India's 75 years, that a chief minister has run out, and this is no right. I'm sorry to say, this is no right, either under the constitution or under morality or under ethics or under law.
Tauseef bhai, you have